What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I'm going to be bringing you another new knife unboxing. Just a reminder though, this is an unboxing, so it is not a full-on review. If you're interested in the review of this knife after watching the unboxing, think about subscribing to the channel and turning on your notifications so you get alerts when those reviews post. And if you enjoy the video today, do me a favor, leave a like. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. So what I'm going to use today for my unboxing is going to be my Spyderco Shaman. This one here has the S30V coated blade, and it has the black matter shredded carbon fiber from Carbonized over on Instagram. So let's go ahead and get in here and have a look. This thing is seriously taped up really well. So gonna need to carefully get into the box the best I can. Lots of tape, guys, lots of tapes. So this one here I actually saw reviewed over on Neve's Knives channel. Jared was talking about it, and it was interesting to me because it reminded me of a knife that I have that I like a lot. All right, let's see if we can get it on out of here. I don't think there's an invoice. Oh, well, there you go. It came out in pieces. So it is a Kansept knife, and I'm not going to bother putting it back in the box at this point, but it is the Kansept Goblin XL. This one is the 3.5-inch S35 VN blade with the titanium handles. Let's go ahead and open her up and see what she looks like. So you get all your usual swag. As you can tell, this is designed by Noble Knives. I actually contacted him directly to pick up my version of this knife. And I love the packaging for Kansept. They do not hold back, and it's such a great presentation. I had picked up the Predatout, I'm not quite sure if I'm saying that right, but it came packaged exactly like this. So let's go ahead and take a look at the knife. All right. Very nice packaging. Oh, this is definitely got some weight to it. I definitely will tell you that. So let's have a look at the scales. It has a little bit of that orange peel, and that is to help with the grip and the finish. Now this just came from outside, so if you see a little bit of marking, that's because the blade itself is cold. A lot of oil on here as well. Like the blacked out hardware. Front flipper with the giant size thumb hold. Frame lock. Let's check out that centering. Now I am inside today. It is really cold outside, and just for the unboxing I thought it'd be alright to do that in here, so I apologize for the lighting in the background. Oh, there's a lanyard hole, but that's a peculiar position. It's really up high, but I guess it wouldn't matter. It would fall over top of the spacer. Trying to get a good look at that. I can't tell if it's G10 or just plastic. It's got the large jimping. I'm going to open it up with the flipper tab, the front flipper for the first deployment. Oh, that's a light detent. Wow, that is really quite shiny. Is that oiled or no? Maybe that might have a coat of oil on it. Let me grab really quick. Let me grab something to wipe that off with. All right, let's see here. I'm not sure if the blade came coated or if it's just a glossy finish, or if it was because it was outside for a while before I did that. Sorry about that. So yeah, it was definitely oily. I'm gonna try to wipe it down a little bit more now that I know for sure it's the oil. So this is definitely a sheep's foot design, and the reason I was interested in this one is because I actually have the sheepdog thumb hole, and I really like that one. If you've seen my channel, it's the coated blade 154 cm with micarta handles. I really like that one a lot. So this one here feels pretty good in hand. Now this reminds me a little bit of my smock, and the fact that it has the middle finger hole, and then it has the flat sort of kind of like a finger choil here to use that with. So a little bit different. This is really large in the handle. Ergonomics are pretty comfortable. It is not going to sit completely flat like a traditional sheep's foot. Let me grab a card here. Maybe a card I can show you that. Yeah, so it's not completely flat. Pretty thin behind the edge for such a big knife. That's nice. Now, I want to check out the action on this. I don't know how... okay, that's pretty smooth. Let's see how the reverse flick works. Pretty good. It is a fairly light detent, though. I want to stress that. It is very light, which is going to be nice if you're able to... This is really big. I don't know if I'm going to be able to safely roll that with the finger. Okay, I can. Just a little apprehensive. I don't want to lose my grip on it and cause it to fall over. And I'm not at the best angle here out at the table, so I apologize for that. But I will set it up correctly for the review. Check out that pivot. Yeah, and the natural lighting, in all honesty, is really going to help you see the orange peel on that. Nicely rounded down. This is a fairly thin blade. Let me bring my shaman back over here, real quick. You can see that's a pretty thin knife for such a big blade. Now, I do have the skinnies on here, so that could be part of the reason why it feels like that, but it feels pretty good in hand. And the action's plenty good. I'm gonna have to get used to that because my mock is like that as well. But it feels good in hand. I can't wait to try out the blade edge. Let's see if it shows you here. The Goblin XL label. It's got the Marshall Noble design. I'm looking through the lens, so sorry. And then on this side you have the S35 VN blade steel. I still like S35 a lot. It holds a good edge. It has good corrosion resistance, and it's really easy to maintenance compared to some of the other steels out there. So I still like S35 a lot. So this to me is going to be a really good steel. I can't wait to test it out. It feels a little bit different than what I was expecting it to feel at. It's really full in hand, but it's really big back here in the end. And I'm wondering, like, choking back. No, that actually still feels pretty good when you choke back on the knife a little bit. So definitely really nice. No lock rock. Now, the Predatout that I got from Kansept was built really well. I'm still in the review phase for that one as well. So I will definitely need more time in hand for these knives before I can give you the full-on review, since I'm fairly new to the brand, as opposed to, say, something like a Spyderco or a Civivi, where I've gone through a lot of their models, and I'm pretty familiar with what you're going to get with those models. So I'm really excited to bring this one to you. I think this is going to be a very useful blade shape, and what I'm really curious about is to see, let's see here. Hope I don't regret. Okay. No, it does. It's the flat part hits your thumb. So, okay, cool. I'll be curious to see how this EDCs, and I will be curious to see how it weighs out at. Trying to think of something, maybe my ZTO 562 for the weight. I don't know if it's quite like that. And if it is in a pair of jeans, it's fine. You're not going to have any issues with it. But again, I'm going to save all that for the full review. This, again, is just the unboxing for you guys to get a really good look at it, get my initial impressions on what I think about it and how it looks. That's a really big pocket clip. I'll be curious to see how that goes in and out of the pocket. Oh, but it has nice flex, so it might go in and out well. I love the fact that the frame lock has the carve out for the frame lock to work on the inside. What that does is it keeps all of this smooth, contact surface smooth, so that it goes in and out of the pocket nicely. So definitely going to be interested in this one. Man, that steel is heavy. Whoops, my finger slipped off the pocket clip. That is definitely got some weight on it. Don't get me wrong now, this is not like a brick or anything like that. It's just I've been kind of carrying some light knives here lately, so it feels a little bit heavier. Actually, you know what? It really doesn't. It's about the same weight as this, and I'm rolling around. I'm rolling around in the house today because I'm working from home in my workout pants, which are just like the elastic cotton material, and I can rock around with this in here. So you know what? I might carry this the rest of the day and start my carry with this and see what I think. Yeah, that detent is really light. Let me see. I like that sound though. Listen to that sound. I'm gonna hit my tripod. I know it. I'm trying to judge it. It's a little light for the detent. It really works for that thumb flick and the reverse flick. Really, I love the size of that thumb hole. Now you just got to be careful if you have smaller fingers. If you go in there, you might get caught into that hole, that cutout. But for me, this is nice because I have such large hands. Now this is a little awkward because I have to use the grip of the pocket clip, which is really low profile, which I like. So it's like a trade-off, right? I love the low profile clip, but it doesn't leave a whole lot for me to grip onto, and it's sweating because it was outside, and it's 45 now, but it was cold. It was a little bit colder earlier, so it's a little hard for me to grip. And the jimping on the top, it's a little thick for what I like as far as the front flipper goes. But really, when you go to use the thumb, if you're putting it right flush, it's going to open just fine. Let's see. And of course, with the coated blade, you need a little bit of break-in time. But I'm running at 12 minutes now, and I think I'm kind of repeating myself. But if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor. Leave a like. If you like the knife, the Noble Design Kansept Goblin XL. If you don't like it so big, he does make the Goblin, which is much smaller. And I highly recommend checking them out. Kansept makes a really nice knife. I'm so glad that I saw them over on Neve's Knife and that I came across that brand. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. Again, I appreciate the support. If you'd like to follow me along, follow the channel along. If you have questions or if there's things that you'd like to see me do, add, or do a little bit differently, let me know. I appreciate the support. You guys are wonderful. I hope all of you have a fantastic week. And until next time, guys, peace.